For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
This talk of centralized digital currency, that's what they have in China. These people are pushing in a very obvious and very specific direction. They want digital currency, centralized digital currency that they control, and they want to get everybody on a social credit score system. They're probably connected to some sort of a vaccine app. Or if you want to travel around, all they would need is another pandemic to try to push that shit through. And they're already talking about that. It's very spooky.
The whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip planted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chips, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your digitally.
Total control.
Total control.
And what we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we are on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one. And the new accounting is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy.
How one could increase their security and safety with this digital money. What if one loses one's direct debit card? No doubt some bright Bank of England spark, or else any of the talking heads in the media, will then suggest we should adopt the techniques long practiced with our pets. Namely, implanting microchips under the skin as our money of the future.
When are we going to all have a chip planted into our wrists?
I think sooner than you think.
You will be chipped. It's just a matter of time.
You know they're going to go to implanted RFID chips. I mean, you know that.
This is the mark of the beast.
What people don't realise is there's over 100 countries that are developing their own central bank digital currency, and that's built on blockchain, that's cryptocurrency. So in the next 2 years, I'm pretty sure most of Europe, Asia, the UK, they're in their pilot phase right now. So we're going to move from a fiat system to this new monetary system that's going to be using cryptocurrency and blockchain technology.
Now, talking about that, do you think they are trying to push that narrative as well because they want to try and have more control in terms of the way money's spent? They can track it, it's traceable, and it's like they could almost punish you for doing certain things.
100%, yes. So central bank digital currencies is where it gets scary because it's programmable. It's also trackable. So every transaction that anyone makes, they can see. And it can get really, really scary depending on, how far, governments want to go and central banks want to go. It can become a situation where they can actually block you from spending money, or they can cap you on like how much money you spend on, petrol, for example, or, can stop you from traveling abroad, all of that kind of stuff. That's how like scary it could get. Yeah, they have the capability. Not saying that they are going to do that, but the capability is there.
It has been a while since I shared an update on the progress of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. There is a new development, and it clearly shows that although we don't hear much about it, if anything at all, there is a lot going on behind closed doors, and quite a bit of progress has been made since the beginning of this year. The European Union is moving toward the digital euro. You might recall that I previously shared Christine Lagarde's video in early spring. The head of the European Central Bank made the now notorious announcement stating that the digital euro would be launched by the end of this year. Yes, by the end of 2025. Well, the other day, the European Central Bank shared yet another update, which confirms that it's preparing to launch the central bank digital currency soon. I will remind you that a CBDC is fully controlled by the issuer, a central bank, and there are multiple capabilities and functionalities that may be turned on or turned off depending on the goals of the issuer. One of such functionalities that I personally find very concerning is the expiry date, which may not actually allow you to save your money past that predetermined date set by a central bank. A CBDC also enables the central bank to track every single transaction, every single move that you make, and additionally, it allows it to sanction someone, not to allow you to use your digital money effectively if they choose to do so. If, for example, you don't comply with certain rules. There are many videos on my channel on this topic with more details if you're new to it. Now, on May the 5th, the European Central Bank announced its plans to partner with the private sector to explore the digital euro. This partnership is going to be based on a new initiative. So they're actually launching a brand new platform for this. And it is going to be called the Digital Euro Innovation Platform. The innovation platform isn't just a digital test bed or a sandbox. It is a large-scale collaborative ecosystem that is designed to bring together around 70 market participants, from fintech companies to startups to banks to merchants and payment service providers.
They never talk about the nature of this CBDC. What is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that. Right. But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. He saw it. He was invited to one of the old central banks in Europe that are very much promoting this, and they showed him. And he's a top executive director of another central bank in Europe, and there's no reason to believe that he was telling me a story. And he was around this large and would be implanted under your skin. So that is the plan.